What's up, boys? Taking a look at some more NBA player props today over on prizepicks. We had a 6-0 sweep last night over on the Patreon, which I'll talk about in a little bit, but I got a player prop for you guys in today's video that's available on sportsbooks and other player prop websites out there, but we are on prizepicks, and if you guys are not on prizepicks, you guys are missing out. It won 100% deposit match up to $100 when you guys use my code DOMG. You guys have to be 18 years or older. It's available in most states and in Canada. So link is down in my description for that. If you guys deposit $60, they'll give you guys another $60 in promo funds, $120 total to go out and play with, for example. But also, let's talk about the Patreon. I'm going to make this intro super short for you guys, and then we'll hop straight into the player prop. And I'll talk about some leans and things like that after the main play. But this is the Patreon. So again, we had a 6-0 sweep last night over on the Patreon. It was amazing. We were up to 256 members, which is great. But this gives you guys access to every single one of my plays ranked with write-ups. So it's ranked by confidence level. It is write-ups for all of my plays, giving my exclamations. But there's three different levels. There's NFL, there's NBA, and there's all sports. All sports is NBA and NFL regular season combined if you guys are interested in that. So link is down in the description below for that. So I'm going to try and make this intro nice and short like I said. Let's hop into our player prop here. Typically, I will give you guys my main play pairs on bigger NBA slates, like tomorrow. Tomorrow, I'll have plays a pair for you guys tomorrow, but also I'll show you guys my NFL play at the end in case you guys want to pair that. But make sure you guys always tilt your own risk and look into these more on your own. I'm just showing you guys what I like, man. So let's hop in and take a look at this player prop. This is going to be a 3-point made prop, and this isn't anything too crazy for the odds or anything. So if you guys are not on prizepicks, this could still have a lot of value for you guys. I like De'Aaron Fox over 1.5 3-points made right here. So De'Aaron Fox over 1.5 3-pointers made here. I like him against the Memphis Grizzlies here, and there's a couple reasons for this. I actually played him in his second game this season, which was against the Clippers, and he had 3 against them. So he has already hit for me one time this season. I'm hopping right back on it after he missed last game against the Warriors. And I'll talk about all this in a second here. So we're taking a look at the game, everything like that. But he's a minus 120 to go over 1.5 3-pointers made. He's hit this in 8 out of his last 10 games, which is insane. 80% hit rate in his last 10. That's great, but that's not the only reason I like this, of course. He's hit this in 2 out of 3 games this season, like we just saw, but he was 1 for 6 last game. He shot 1 for 6 from 3 last game, but Memphis ranks 22nd so far this season when it comes to 3-pointers made. This game also has an insanely high over-under. So let's take a look at this game script first before we talk more about De'Aaron Fox himself. This game is a 3-point spread. 3-point spread for Memphis right here, so they're expecting it to stay somewhat close, even with the Grizzlies being 3-1 and Sacramento being 0-3, but it's a 236-point over-under in this game right here. 236-point over-under, so you know, it's a very, very high over-under, by far higher than all the other games on this slate, almost by 10 points. So they're expecting a lot of points in this game for sure. It should be pretty fast-paced, and I'm hoping he can lay some threes. Let's take a look at the odds compared to sports books, and I can show you guys how you guys can get value on prizepicks here. So minus 125, minus 120, minus 121, minus 130, and minus 120. So you guys can get all those really on prizepicks at one set value, and I'm loving De'Aaron Fox over 1.5 3-pointers made here on prizepicks. And there's tons of value, by the way. We had a player prop on the Patreon yesterday that was a minus 170 to go under 3.5 rebounds. He finished with 0. So it was a great play yesterday. 0 rebounds, under 3.5, and it was a minus 170. That's how much value you guys can get on prizepicks. You guys can get minus 170 odds on prizepicks for, like, I believe it's like a minus 137 or something like that is the odds. So I love the spot for De'Aaron Fox, but let's keep talking about him here. So again, 8 out of his last 10, he has hit this in. 2, 3, 1, 4, 5. You guys can see this season he has 5, 3, and 1 with 9, 5, and 6 3-point attempts here. He shot 16% from 3 last game. 17% if you guys want to round it up. So 17% from 3 last game. I mean, come on. If he's going to take 6 3-pointers again, I would bet here that he does get 2 3-pointers made. So we're not betting here, but I do think that if he shoots about 6 3-pointers again, that he would be able to hit 2 against the Grizzlies, who, like I said, ranked 22nd in 3-pointers made per game this season. So I love the spot here. They're ranked what, 8th, 9th then when it comes to 3-pointers. So I'm loving the spot here for De'Aaron Fox to go over his 1.5 3-pointers made. But let's talk about some other props here. I'll show you guys so you guys don't have to watch my last video. If you guys want the complete breakdown, you guys can go ahead and watch that last video. But this actually got bumped. But I like Tom Brady over 38.5 passing attempts. If you guys want the whole entire breakdown, that is over on my YouTube. So you guys can go watch this video, that video after this one. But let's talk about some other leans and things like that. More plays available already over on the Patreon. Again, 6-0 sweep last night for NBA. But let's talk here about some more player props. So there are some interesting 3-pointer made props. Like Christian Wood over 1.5 3-pointers made. I'm not personally playing this, but 3, 1, 4, 2, and 3 recently. So, I mean, those are the preseason, but 4, 1, and 3 so far this season. So he could definitely get that one done against the Brooklyn Nets today. SGA here. SGA assist is definitely interesting. This is very, very good odds to go over, by the way, to go over this. And he had 8 last game here against the Clippers, which is literally 2 days ago. So he had 8 assists in that game. He just needs 7th this time around. So I like the spot a lot for SGA to go over 6.5 assists. This is just a lean for me, not anything I'm personally playing or anything like that. Always look into these more on your own, of course. But it's got very, very good odds. I wish I didn't close out of the scores and odds tab. We could have taken a look at that. But yeah, it's pretty good odds, I do believe, to go over 6.5 assists. And he just did hit against the Clippers right there. So it's a pretty decent spot right there, I would say. There's a couple other interesting assist props. Where are some of the odd discrepancies that I was looking for? Kevin Durant was like a minus 140, I think. Minus 135, something like that. To go over 4.5 assists, somewhere around those lines. But I didn't really like it because of the hit rate this season. He's been kind of trending down, 6, 4, and 3 assists. So I'm not a big fan of that one necessarily. I think Luka assist is good at value too. Minus 130, I think it is, something like that. But again, the hit rate just isn't really there. 6, 10, and 7. He's been kind of really all over the place so far this season. So I don't really want to put some money down on him, who's been like, all over the place so far this season. So Luka rebounds, though. I wish I took him over 7.5 yesterday. Could have made it a 7-0 sweep. I was looking into it, by the way. Him over 7.5 rebounds, but he had 11 in that game. I wish I took him, but I unfortunately did not. What are some other ones that are interesting for rebounds? I know I was interested in some rebound props. I have one of these as my #1 play over on the Patreon. I have a rebound prop. Steven Adams is a plus 100 to go over 10.5 rebounds last time I checked. He's had 13 last game against Brooklyn. Now he's facing Sacramento. I think he could definitely get it done against Sacramento for sure. He's facing off, though, against Sabonis. So both these guys are definitely some rebounder type guys. But I think one of these guys would probably go over 11 and 10 rebounds. We'll see. Oh, Keegan Murray. I forgot about that. 3-pointer made for Keegan Murray. So 2.5 3-pointers made. He's coming off of 2 games with 3 3-pointers made, and 4 3-pointers made. Now he's facing Memphis, like I said, who ranks 22nd in 3-pointers, opponent 3-pointers scored per game, which is good, by the way. That's good. You want those guys to be ranked 20th or 30th, whatever. But 3 and 4 so far this season in those games right there. And now he's facing Memphis. Could be a decent look right there. I think it's like a minus 130 to go over 2.5, something like that. But he just hasn't really had that shot volume to make me want to actually put an entry on him right there. So that's pretty much what I was looking into. A lot of my different leans that I've seen on this board. I've really looked into a lot of different plays on the slate. It's a really small slate, though. I'm personally playing light. Small slates usually hurt pretty bad, I will say, for sure. So those big slates, though, are what are beautiful, and we have a beautiful slate coming up tomorrow. Hopefully that one goes pretty well, and also today, of course. So make sure you guys take your own risk, look into these more on your own. Hope you guys have a great night tonight. Rebounds plus assists, though, by the way, I will say these have kind of sold so far this year. I've been really looking into these, and everything. I've been having leans on some of these props too, and they just I don't know, man. These have not been it so far this year. This rebounds plus assists. I have to look in NBA first half, though. I've been loving a little bit of NBA first half so far this season. Luka has been killing this, man. 15.5, 5 straight. I don't know, man. Luka. He's been killing it. But that's going to do it. Appreciate you watching. I'll see you guys next one. Subscribe to the channel. Turn on those post notifications. Leave a like. I really would appreciate it. Use my code DOMG on prizepicks. 18 years or older. Available in most states and most of Canada. You guys can potentially win some money over there, and the Patreon link is down in my description below. 6-0 sweep last night, 256 members. Go ahead and join if you guys want access to some more of my plays, and that's going to do it. Appreciate you watching. I'll see you guys next one. Peace out, boys.